Just 20 minutes outside Knysna, there's a forest trail that feels completely removed from the world. Tall indigenous trees, flowing streams, a waterfall waiting at the end. It's called Jubilee Creek. So in this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know, from where it's located, whether you need a booking, to what gear to bring, how difficult it really is, where to take a proper break, and when the best time is to hike it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether Jubilee Creek is the right trail for you and how to do it properly. Let's get into it. So we are here at Jubilee Creek Walk now, going to hike that route. Just going in there, only 1.8 kilometers there and then back again, so not too far. Hoping it'll be a nice view from there. From where we are at the moment, it's already absolutely beautiful. So highly recommend this picnic spot. It's Jubilee Creek Picnic Spot, so very beautiful. The road down here was a bit challenging, especially with the bus, or like a Staria bus, not a bus. But yeah, it was raining quite a bit recently. You can see on the road, it's slippery and stuff, so just be careful when you come here and it's slippery. If you've got a 4x4, I'd recommend that. But yeah, other than that, the road isn't that bad, it's just a bit slippery and absolutely beautiful. So I just love this rainforest vibe. So yeah, we're gonna take a hike and I'll see you guys on the road. Cheers. Jubilee Creek Trail is located inside the Millwood Forest Reserve, just outside Knysna, along the Garden Route in the Western Cape. It sits in a dense indigenous forest area that feels completely removed from the main roads and town life. Within minutes of starting the trail, you're surrounded by tall trees, filtered light, flowing water, and that quiet forest atmosphere that immediately slows you down. Getting there is fairly straightforward. From Knysna, you take the Reenendal Road and follow the signs towards Millwood. The last stretch is gravel, but is accessible with a normal vehicle in good weather conditions. If it's rainy and wet, the road is a bit more challenging, but I wouldn't say inaccessible with a normal vehicle. There is a designated parking area near the picnic site where the trail begins. At the time of recording, you do not need to make a prior reservation to hike Jubilee Creek. However, you do need to pay a conservation fee at the entrance to the reserve. This fee helps maintain the trails and protect the forest ecosystem. This is a South African National Park area, and so if you have a wild card, there is no entrance fee. Simply remember to have your wild card available. It's always a good idea to check current entrance fees and opening times before you go, especially during the peak holiday seasons or after heavy rains. Arriving earlier in the day is also recommended, not just for parking but for a quieter experience overall. The Jubilee Creek Trail is an out and back route, meaning you hike to the waterfall and then return along the same path. The total distance is approximately 3.6 kilometers return. The trail begins near the picnic area and gently goes into the forest. You'll follow a clearly marked path that winds alongside small streams and gradually leads you deeper into the reserve. The forest canopy keeps most of the trail shaded, which makes it pleasant even on warmer days. There are no overly complicated junctions or confusing navigation points. It's a straightforward route that's easy to follow. But even though it's simple, it's not something you should treat as a casual stroll without preparation. In terms of difficulty, I would classify Jubilee Creek as easy to moderate. There are no steep climbs, no scrambling sections, and almost no technical terrain. However, the path is uneven in places. There are roots, rocks, and slightly muddy sections depending on recent weather. The biggest thing people underestimate is the river crossings. During dry summer months, the water level of the river is low enough to stay dry, but during the rainy winter season, you need to cross the river in about knee-deep water. There are 3 river crossings in each direction, meaning 6 in total. The first one could be misleading since there is an unmarked trail heading to the right, but you need to cross the river here. The second crossing is a bit more tricky since the river is narrower and forces the water to be deeper and flowing faster. Ensure you have a stable footing before taking the next step since the rocks are loose. The third crossing is a small side stream, and this one does not require you to go through water in most cases, but beware of the slippery rocks. It's suitable for beginners, families and casual hikers, but you should still wear proper footwear and bring water. The full hike usually takes between 2 and 3 hours. That includes walking time, photo stops, and a proper break at the waterfall. If you plan to swim or spend longer time relaxing at the creek, you could easily stretch it to 4 hours. It's not a rushed hike. In fact, it's better enjoyed slowly. If you are rushed, I think this hike could be done in around 1 hour. Even though it's not a long trail, what you bring can completely affect your experience. First and most importantly, water or something to drink. Even in shaded forest conditions, you'll need hydration, especially on the return. Wear proper walking or hiking shoes with good grip. Trail shoes are ideal. Avoid smooth-soled sneakers. In wintertime, you will either need shoes that can become wet or cross the rivers barefoot. Bring a small backpack to keep your hands free. If you're hiking in summer, take sun protection. Even though the trail is shaded, the picnic area and the waterfall section can expose you to direct sun. Snacks are a good idea, especially if you're hiking with kids. If you plan to swim at the waterfall, bring a towel and swimwear. And of course, if you enjoy capturing moments, take your camera or phone. The lighting through the forest canopy is absolutely beautiful. The natural breakpoint of the hike is Jubilee Creek Waterfall. When you arrive, you'll find rocks and flat areas where you can sit down and rest. The water forms a small pool that many people use to cool off. It's peaceful and the perfect place to slow down. This is where you'll want to eat your snack, hydrate properly, and just enjoy being there before heading back. Jubilee Creek can be hiked year-round. Spring and summer are ideal if you want to swim. Autumn offers cooler hiking temperatures and fewer crowds. Winter is the most beautiful, but after heavy rain, the trail may be muddy and more slippery than usual, and the river crossings are more daring. If possible, start your hike earlier in the morning. You'll avoid the midday rush, enjoy softer light for photos, and have a quieter experience overall. What makes Jubilee Creek special isn't extreme elevation or dramatic viewpoints. It's the atmosphere. You're walking through indigenous forest that feels untouched. The sound of water follows you almost the entire way. The trail is immersive without being intimidating. There's also history in this area. Millwood was once part of a gold mining region in the late 1800s. While the gold rush didn't last, the forest reclaimed the land, and today what remains is a protected natural space instead of an industrial site. There's something powerful about walking through a place that nature has restored. The waterfall at the turning point is nothing spectacular, especially in the dry seasons, but even without it, the hike is still worth it since you are surrounded by forest beauty from start to finish. Before you hike, check the weather forecast. Tell someone where you're going if you're hiking alone. Respect the environment, stay on the marked trail, carry out everything you bring in. Simple things, but important ones. Jubilee Creek Trail is one of those hikes that proves you don't need something extreme to have a meaningful outdoor experience. It's accessible, it's scenic, it's manageable for most fitness levels, and offers a rewarding destination without demanding an entire day. If you're visiting Knysna or if you live nearby and haven't done it yet, this trail is absolutely worth adding to your list. If you've hiked Jubilee Creek before, let me know in the comments what your experience was like. And if you're planning to hike it soon, tell me what season you're going in. I'd love to know. If this guide helped you, consider giving the video a like. It really helps more people find practical hiking information like this. And if you enjoy detailed trail breakdowns like this, subscribe, there are more coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Cheers.